Alrighty, guys, the final part. I have 32 minutes on my phone. I'm going to talk for a good 5 minutes about the deal, and I'm going to talk more about my story. Holy shive, and that's your idea for the song. Yeah, the song is even better than the Zayn song, man. The Zayn song is sick, too. Like, you know what I'm saying? Shelter him, Lord, shelter him, Lord Adonai. It's a sick song, but it's not as powerful as the other song. He is the one, yeah. He is the one, yeah. You are the one, yeah. You are the one. He is the one born inside it. He's the one born inside it. You see the slow motion of me fighting. You know, saying I kick Smith to the ground, and I'm all bold and holy shit, he really is the one. I'm saying, look at an amazing story. Yeah. One one key, one key to making good story is music. Your soundtrack. Soundtrack creates mood and it can really brighten up your story, brighten up the mood. Soundtrack is all about creating mood for your scenes. That's why you need to put some powerful music. I'm gonna tell guys, look, man, I don't know who I'm gonna hire for the Matrix trilogy. I'm gonna make sure they put some good music in there too. So Sarah, they put some good music too, obviously. Put good music in. Put that he is the one song. You are the one song in there. You know what I'm saying? All you have to do is just hire a guy for beats. Okay, he'll tell me, okay, Ivan, how does your song go? And you tell them how your song goes, and they can create a beat based off how you're singing, obviously. And they come up with an amazing beat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, for your song. This is amazing. And the ones that's all shot. Holy shit, Ivan, that's the song for the one? After he dies, I'm like, yeah, holy shit, Ivan, that's a fucking powerful song. That song can make you cry. Yeah, it can make you cry. It's an amazing song, man. That song can make you cry. It's such a powerful song. I'm such an amazing storyteller. I know how to what control your mind and even make you guys cry. As for Xanus, you guys are gonna cry. Some of you guys will cry, or you'll be tearing up because you're looking at the Delms of Eretan. For the Matrix, you guys might cry for me, man. Because you're looking at a sad story. The one's born, you know what I'm saying, and Morpheus never free. Michael Jordan frees my mind. I go into the Matrix and more Agent Smith never kill me, and I come back to life and I kick ass as a one. Look at an amazing story, yeah, man. How do they catch me? I don't know. I have an idea. My friend who sells me out, he ends up working with the agents. You know what I'm saying? And what? He ends up working with the agents and something like that. And I go into the Matrix and he's like, yeah, my friend used to always hang out here all the time or something like that. And I go with this, I hang out there, and I end up getting. I have a scene where like I'm running, obviously, and then the agents catch me, something like that. My idea is me. I go into the Matrix with Michael B. Jordan and all them, and I get separated and I get caught by the agents, and they end up and they end up. I get captured by the agents. They kill me. They beat me up and they kill me, obviously. And all the ones those actors are all shocked, like, holy shit, I mean, that sounds like a masterpiece. And we made this shitty resurrection movie. Yeah, man. I can't believe, oh man, they're gonna have that feeling. They're gonna feel like shit because I can't believe we made this fucking shitty resurrection movie, man. And you had an idea for this fucking story. Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but Ivan, if you delete the resurrection movie, you're gonna piss off all those resurrection actors. I'm like, guys, the resurrection actors already got their check. The movie was a failure. It lost money. Just delete this garbage from the face of the map. It's terrible. Delete it from the face of the map. I don't want it. I don't want it a part of canon, man. If you want to see this amazing story told with that amazing music, you know what I'm saying, he is the one, yeah. He is the one, yeah. You are the one, yeah. You are the one. He is the one born inside. Yeah. He is the one born inside. Yeah. He is the one born inside. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You want that amazing music, you better what? Honor my terms, and I'll give you $2.2 million, and the rights to the Matrix brand will go to me. And if, guys, the Matrix brand's better off in my hands. If the Matrix brand's in my hands, when the Matrix brand's in my hands, obviously, it will become bigger than Star Wars, Marvel, Harry Potter, and Lord of the Rings. bigger than all those brands. Pixar, we're bigger than all those brands, guys. See what I'm saying? We're bigger than all those brands. We'll be the biggest IP in the entertainment industry. Xehanort and Matrix will be the two biggest brands. Ivan, you think Matrix will be bigger than Xehanort? I don't think so. I think they'll be just as big. Xehanort will be just as big as the Matrix. Xehanort has potential to be bigger. Matrix also has potential to be bigger. You never know. But I think Matrix will be just as big as Xehanort. Xehanort and Matrix will become the two biggest IPs in the industry. Because my Xehanort IP will be very big too. There's something crazy for that. The Xehanort game, the Xehanort movie, the merch, there's something crazy. Yeah, man. There's something crazy. You're looking at a crazy, yeah. Ivan, you're right. The Matrix brand's better off in your hands, yes. It's better off in my hands. If you want to see this amazing story told to me, the one kicking ass, VJ, my lover, and I'm saying VJ kicking ass as Trinity. You know what I'm saying? VJ kicking ass as Trinity. Michael B. Jordan as Morpheus and Morpheus' great grandson kicking ass. You know what I'm saying? You better what? Alright, are you going to have Michael B. Jordan fight an agent? Yes. I will have Michael B. Jordan fight an agent in the, You can have him fight an agent in all the three movies if you want. He fights one agent in the first movie, he fights one agent in the second movie, he fights one agent in the third movie. But in the second movie, I'll do a scene where he goes into the Matrix with VJ, obviously. He goes to the Matrix with VJ, obviously, and I am in Zion, obviously. You know what I'm saying? I think I should come with you. He's like, no. You know what I'm saying? They go in and then they run from, they end up getting spotted by the agents and the cops and they run. VJ and Michael B. Jordan run from the cops. Like, go! Get out of here! And they run. And then they go in their car and the cops and agents are chasing them and they get captured. And Agent Smith holds them in a base and he wants the codes to Zion. Yeah. He wants the codes to Zion, obviously. Something like that. And he does the same thing to what he did to Morpheus. To crack the mind, obviously. Then I have two choices. Either I pull the plug on Michael B. Jordan VJ and I lose the love of my life, I lose Michael B. Jordan, obviously, and Agent Smith does not know about the codes, obviously. Or I what? Either that, obviously, or I what? Or I go into the Matrix to save him, obviously. But in doing so, my two friends die. And the Oracle tells me in the second movie, you're gonna have to make a choice. 2 of your 4 friends will die. I'm like, who? He's like, you know who they are. You know what I'm saying? I tell my friends, please don't come to me. You're gonna need our help. You know what I'm saying? He's like, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna need our help. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, no, man, I don't want you coming in the Matrix with me. Like, why? The Oracle told me this would happen. He's like, what did she tell you? I'm like, it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I go in the Matrix, and they end up hacking into the Matrix and they come in with me. I'm like, what are you doing here? I'm like, fine. I'm like, just stick close to me. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting killed. Yeah, sad story. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. That's my idea for the story. And my idea is what? Before I go into the Matrix to save Michael B. Jordan and VJ, obviously, I'm like, wait. And the operator's like, what? And I'm going in. I'm like, easy. I'm like, wait. He's like, what? He's like, I'm like, open the weapons program. Before you send me in, open the weapons program. You know what I'm saying? He's like, okay. And he types in, he's like, okay, we have swords, we have guns. What do you want? And I'm like, what about staffs? Lots of staffs. He's like, staffs? And then the guy types in staff. He's like, okay. He types in staff. And I look and I see I see like a white staff. I'm like, this is a nice staff. I take the staff. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to make the same error. Yeah. Obviously. Because I know I can't take on all those 100 Smiths with my 2 bare hands. No. Even though the one is powerful, even though the one's powerful, the one has limits too, obviously. The one can take the agents easily, but the moment you have like 80, 100 agents, he can't take all of them with his 2 bare hands. But if he has a weapon, he can take them all. He can easily take them all if he has a weapon, you know what I'm saying? As the moment Neo had a pole, he was kicking ass, man. He was doing just fine. Yeah. There's a good 80 agents, 70 agents in the base. And I get this staff as a weapon, and I go in there and I kick ass. And I save Michael B. Jordan and VJ. Is it there? Yeah. I think 80 is a bit too much. I'll have the base guarded by a good, I don't know, maybe 30 agents. 100's a bit too much. You can have plot holes in the story. 100's a bit too much. You can have the gates guarded by like 30 agents, and I bring my staff. You know what I'm saying? Because bring my staff obviously. Because even 30 agents is a lot. It's a lot. I have my weapon, and you also have the cops. I have my weapon, my staff obviously. Yeah, yeah. And the Warner Bros. That's all shocked. Like holy shit, that's a masterpiece. Looking at a fantastic collection of assets. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? This is nice. But then, yeah. And that's why I'll be able to get the rights off for the Matrix franchise. Anyways, let me talk about the story for the remaining, I don't know, 20 minutes I have my phone. The remaining 22 minutes I have my phone, I'm going to talk about some what I'm thinking of for the story. You guys already know, I already told you guys the story many times now. Right? So the beginning of the Matrix Deja Vu movie starts off with what? It starts off with what? With the flashbacks of the three Matrix movies, Keanu Reeves' life, or Neo's life in the three movies. Not resurrections, not animations. No, it's gone, deleted. I'm not going to have those flashbacks. Flashbacks is the three movies. Don't hate me, Keanu Reeves. Flash is the three movies. Sarah? And you see Keanu Reeves' life unfold. From Matrix 1, Matrix 2, Matrix 3. And I ended off with in the end of Revolutions when Keanu Reeves is like the Agent Smith has grown beyond your control. You cannot stop him, but I can. And if you fail, I won't. And you see him fighting Smith, obviously. You know what I'm saying? And then it shows Neo letting Smith cognizant onto him. And then Smith is like, is it over? And then Neo nods his head. He's like, it's over. You know what I'm saying? And you see the Agent Smith getting destroyed, obviously, when the machines destroy Neo, obviously. And you see, I ended off with Oracle's last words. Is Neo still out there smiling at us? You know what I'm saying? I ended off with that. And the flashbacks end. You know what I'm saying? And you get this black screen. Holy shit, creative, yes. And it says 100 years later. 100 years later, obviously. It says, you get this flashback, obviously, and it says, you get this flashback, obviously, and it says The Matrix Deja Vu. The Matrix Deja Vu, obviously. And it says 100 years later. Obviously. And it transfers to Zion. It transfers to Zion, obviously. It transfers to Zion. And you see the grave. Or you can do a thing where it just transfers to the Matrix right away. You don't have to show what's going on in Zion. It transfers to the Matrix. So after you get the flashbacks, you get the black screen, and it says The Matrix Deja Vu, and you get the green code going on, like in the beginning of Matrix 1. And it transfers to the Matrix, and it says it transfers to that couple, that family, obviously, in the Matrix. And it says 100 years later. Still the sixth iteration. You can do that. 100 years later, the sixth iteration of the Matrix. You can do something like that. Just say 100 years later, that's good enough. And the family, they go to some event and they drive home. And when they go, they live in a house. And when they go to their house, they see a cat. And the kid's like, "Mom, a cat." You know, so the cat goes away. Then another cat walks by. Like, "Mom, Dad, two of the same cats walked by just a minute ago." You know what I'm saying? And okay, that's weird. You know what I'm saying, and then that's when the glitch happens. And when they open their door, something changes in their house. Deja vu. And then when that happens, you get some other neighbors reacting too. What the hell? You see lights turning on. What the heck is going on? I'm saying you get this viral thing going on in the Matrix, and that's when Agent Smith comes back into the Matrix. See what I'm saying? Because deja vu means something changed in the Matrix. So what was the change that happened in the Matrix? The program Smith and the agents are now back in the Matrix. That's a change in the Matrix, obviously. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Holy shit, you're creative. Yeah, I want to talk a good story. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Then you get the electricity coming from the ground, and you get the green code forming the body of Agent Smith in full adult human form, and the Agent Smith is like, "I'm back." And you see three more agents forming behind him. and they're naked. I want them to be naked, something like Terminator, but don't copy Terminator. Make it original. Get this like scary music. You know what I'm saying? And he turns before he walks, and he's like Smith. Nice to see you. Nice to see you too. You know what I'm saying? And Smith turns. He's like any anomalies? And they're like no anomalies. The last anomaly. The name was Thomas Anderson, also known as Neo, deceased 100 years ago. And Smith is like, even Neo couldn't stop me. You know what I'm saying? I told him that I would beat him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Remember how he said you already know that I'm the one that beats you. What did Smith mean by saying that? Yeah, man. You already know that I'm the one that beats you. Yeah. Holy shit, crib. Yes, I'll tell a good story. And you know what I'm saying? He mocks. They all laugh. The agents all laugh and they mock. They mock Keanu Reeves and Neo, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because Neo saved Zion, but he sacrificed his life when he made an error. He let Smith print himself onto him twice. When he died, he destroyed Smith. Obviously, he went inside Smith's body and destroyed him. And Smith was able to come back more powerful and clone more what? More clones, obviously. And he let Smith copies him onto him, and he's able to come back 100 years later more powerful. Yeah. Neo made an error, obviously. Some Sarah. Well, he's shot you, Crib. Yes, I want to tell a good story. Some Sarah. Yeah. Yeah. And then after that, you transfers to the Oracle's apartment. In the Oracle, she's like, when the glitch happened, she knew Agent Smith returned. She's like, oh my god, and she panics obviously, and she goes to see the architect. Ivan, where is the architect? I don't know. The architect is sitting at a park or something like that. The architect's sitting on a park, and she goes to go meet the architect. I need to speak with you. He's like, this is some grave news. She's like, Smith has returned. He's like, what? It's like, Smith? It's like, Smith, the program was deleted 100 years ago. And I'm saying, yeah, but he's come back. And I'm saying, he's like, oh my god. He's like, he duped us all. You know what I'm saying? Even the one could not stop him. Yeah. And they go obviously. And my idea is, Ivan, how do they get to the real world? They go through this mirror. Through this like silver mirror. And that's the gateway. That's the gateway to the what? That's the gateway to that's the gateway to the real world. Holy shit, you yes, that is the gateway to the real world, and that's where they meet the god Deuce Machine, whatever his name is, and they make a deal to have the one. They make a deal. Okay, the only way for us to have peace with the humans and machines is if what? Is if a new one is born, and then you get this delight, the birth of the one, the seed or sperm is created in the real world, and the body forms biologically in the real world, and the machines put the plug connections on the baby, and when the moment they plug the plug on the back of the baby's head, the baby is now born in the Matrix. So the agents are born. The agents come back in the city. They form in the city. Everyone's like, "What the fuck, agents? They're naked." I'm saying they get their suits obviously, and then around like 10 o'clock p.m., the baby one is born a couple hours later. Some there, yeah, and he's born in a. You get the green code forming the baby. Obviously, the skeleton, the green code forming the baby, the flesh of the baby. And you got you see the light. You see the light in the code, because the baby is the one. He's the anomaly. You see the yellow orange light in the code, because the baby is the one. Alright, so what my idea is you see the green code, but in those green codes you see this light in the code. And it forms the body of the baby, because that baby is the one. But because he is human, obviously, he has a natural birth. Like, he has a birth just like every other human. He's born as a baby, whereas the agents are not human, they're programs. And they form in full adult human form. Whereas the baby one is born as a baby. You see what I'm saying? And then the guy is in the junkyard and he's having a smoke. I'll see you tomorrow. And I'm saying, I'm done my shift. Oh yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, man. The guy has a smoke. He's about to go in his car, and he hears a noise. He hears the baby crying, and then he goes to check out the baby. He goes to check out the baby. He goes to check out the baby. Obviously, he goes to check out the baby. He's like, where the heck did you come from? He's like, are you lost? Did your parents abandon you? Are you alone here all by yourself? How did you end up here in the junkyard all by yourself? And the baby's crying. He's the guy. When a guy finds a baby, he looks around to see if there's any, and he see if there's anyone there. He's like, hello, is anybody there? You know what I'm saying? I have a naked baby in front of my trunk. I have a naked baby in a junkyard. If your parent, if anybody's here and you know what I'm saying, he doesn't hear anything. He's like, okay, I guess this baby's lost or some of that, or stolen, or else their parents abandoned him. And he takes the baby to his apartment, and he has that argument with his parents. He has that argument with his parents, obviously. He has that argument with his parents. The baby has that argument with his parents, obviously. Not the baby. The man has the man has an argument with his wife, not his parents. He has an argument with his wife. I misspoke there. He has an argument with his wife. He's like, honey, I have something to show you. She's like, what? I have a baby. A baby? What are you doing with a baby in the house? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, I'm sorry. I had no choice but to bring him here. I found him at work. You found him at work in the junkyard. Yeah, I found him in the junkyard. Honey, this baby could be lost or stolen. His parents might be looking for it. You know what I'm saying? This baby might have been stolen. Honey, you have to put it back where you found him. I can't just leave the baby. I can't just put the baby back in the junkyard all alone by itself with no one to raise it. You know what I'm saying? And the wife is like, okay, honey, what do you want us to do then? He's like, I think we should raise this baby. I think we should adopt it. He's like, honey, we can't adopt the baby. You know what I'm saying? We can't adopt the baby. We don't even know where this baby... his parents might be looking for him. We can't just adopt the baby. The best thing to do is just put in an adoptions agency. You know what I'm saying? He's like, we can't raise him, honey. And the guy's like, fine. And his kid's like, can I see the baby? And they see the baby, obviously. And the guy goes to the adoption center, and he goes in his car, and he drives to the adoption center around, like, I don't know, 10:30, 10:45 at night. And he puts on the radio, and you hear the guys in the radio talking about unusual... There've been some unusual events going... Have you heard? There've been some unusual events going on in the city. Apparently, people spot agents walking in the city. You know what I'm saying? You see the radio talking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Holy shit, Crave, yes. And he speeds, and the cop stops him, and you hear the sirens. And the guy looks. You know what I'm saying? He's like, license and registration, please. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I have my license and registration right here. He's like, you know you were caught speeding. You went over the limit. I'm sorry, sir. I'm a little bit clumsy today. Just a long day at work. He's like, He takes his flashlight. He looks in the back. He sees the baby. The baby's like, you know what I'm saying? He's like, is that your kid? And he's like, yeah, that's my kid. He's like, I don't see the resemblance. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, we adopted the baby. The guy's lying. He's all sketchy. You know what I'm saying? Please don't catch me with the baby. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, I'm going to let you off with a warning, sir. Like, next time if you speed, I'm not going to be so courteous. He's like, is that clear? Clear, sir. And I'm saying, now scram out of here. And I said, holy shit, you're creative. Yeah, I'm very creative. I'm saying. And he drives to the adoption center. And then that's when he's waiting in line. The lady's like, next. No, I'm saying, I'm here to give this baby up for adoption. Okay, do you have an identification on you? Yes, I do. No, for the baby. No, I don't have an identification of the baby. Okay, did his parents give the baby to you? No, the parents don't give the baby to me. So you have no record or name of the parents' name. Nothing. No record. You have any record or identification for the baby? No, I don't have a record or identification for the baby. And I'm saying that. She's like, okay. Where did you find the baby, sir? Yeah, I found the baby in at work. At work? Where do you work, sir? I work over on 687 Avenue. Just a couple blocks from here. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I asked. I said, where do you work? Yeah, I work in a junkyard. She's like, a junkyard? And everyone's all staring. Holy shit, you're creative. Yeah, look at an amazing story, you know what I'm saying. So you found the baby at work in a junkyard. He's like, yes, ma'am, I found the baby at work in a junkyard. Something smells a little fishy over here. You know what I'm saying? Are you sure this baby's not stolen? A stolen baby, a lost baby? His parents might be looking for it. I couldn't tell you. I don't know. All I know is that I found the baby at work. So you found the baby at work. What time did you find the baby, sir? I found the baby about 45 minutes ago. You know what I'm saying? And after I finished my shift at work. You know what I'm saying? So let me get this straight. You're telling me that you have no record of the baby's parents, you have no record or name for the baby, and you found the baby in a junkyard at work at about 10 o'clock p.m. today on top of a car. Yes. And she's like, I'm sorry, sir, this baby does not meet the requirements for adoption. The guy's like, please. You know what I'm saying? Please. He's like, please, this baby has nowhere else to go. If the baby has nowhere else to go, why don't you just adopt the baby? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Because me and my wife, we had a little bit of a falling out. My wife does not want me to adopt this baby. She disagrees. She doesn't approve of me adopting this baby. This baby has nowhere else to go. It's like, please, if look at him. And the baby's like, I know. Saying, if you were this baby and you were found in a junkyard, wouldn't you want someone to raise you or take care of you? Wouldn't you want a home, a place to sleep, parents to raise you? I can't just leave this baby all alone unattended in a junkyard. And she looks at the man. She's like, you're lucky this baby's cute, you know. You know, so I'll call my manager. And he calls the manager, obviously. And the manager eventually agrees to let the baby adopted. You know what I'm saying? The guy's like, sir, we're just following protocols. This is the best agency in this city. We need to do whatever we can to follow protocol. And I'm saying I represent this company. You know what I'm saying? The guy's like, okay. You know what I'm saying? He ends up giving the baby to them. And then when he gives the baby, he's like, good luck, lucky one. You know what I'm saying? He gives the baby. And when he does, he's a bit sad. Obviously. What's the symbolism of the guy being sad? The symbolism of the guy being sad and taking off is that had that guy raised the one, he had that guy raised the one, he never would have kicked that me out, obviously. But he gave, and those other two people adopted me. I did not get along with those people that well as a kid, and then they ended up kicking me out. Holy shit, creative. Yes, that's the symbolism of him being sad, obviously. Had he adopted me, he never would have kicked me out of the house. And he never would have kicked me out of the house. He would have been a much better parent than those other two guys who adopted me. And when he let go of me, obviously, he was a bit sad. That's the symbolism of the guy being sad, obviously. He would have been a better parent to me. You see what I'm saying? A better father figure. Holy shit, you're creative. Yes, I want to tell a good story. And the next day, two people adopt me as a baby, and it transfers like 6 years later when I'm a kid. Transfers 6 years later when I don't have time to tell my whole story. I mean, so interesting to tell you a story. Yeah, I can only get into the part about when I'm like in high school, and I'll have to end it here, guys. I'm running out of time. Transfer 6 years later, and I play at the park with my parents, and the ball lands in the streets, and the agents are parked inside the street, and the ball lands in like the agent's leg, and the agent's like, "Is this your ball?" Oh, like, yeah, you know it's very dangerous to be playing on the streets, right? Never do that. You know, okay. And I was like, here, take your ball. And my parents are like, oh my God, you scared me. And I'm saying, I'm sorry, sir, that will not happen again because they respect the agents. You know what I'm saying? It's all right, man. Tell your kid to be careful. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we'll be careful, you know what I'm saying? And they don't know that kid's the one. Yeah, and they kill him. Yeah, look at an amazing story. Yeah, man. Look at an amazing story. Then it transfers 10 years to when I'm in high school. And I go on the school bus, obviously, and I'm hacking in the bus. And the guy's like, what are you doing? I'm like, shut up. And I'm saying, he's like, are you hacking in the fucking school? Are you hacking in the fucking bus? You know, if you get caught with that, they're going to expel you, right? This is serious shit. Like, this is illegal shit, man. This is a federal offense, man. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm like, shut up, man. I'm like, I won't get caught. I'm like, I just need to make some nice money for myself. You know what I'm saying? You know you can just get a job, right? I'm like, yeah, I know. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, please don't tell anyone about this. Yeah, I'm like, he's like, my lips are sealed. And I go in class, and I end up when I'm in the back of class, and the teacher's teaching class. If you haven't seen it of me, I talk to my friend in the locker room, and I end up going in class, and my teacher's talking in class, obviously, and then that's when I'm hacking in the back. I sit at the back of the class. You see the teacher teaching. You know what I'm saying? I'm in history class or something like that. The teacher's teaching a history class, obviously. And then what? And I'm hacking. And the guy's like, "Is that what I think you're doing?" I'm like, just mind your business. None of your business. He's like, are you hacking in class? Are you crazy? You know what I'm saying? Look, man, I won't get caught. Just shut up and just shut up. Keep it down, man. Otherwise, I will get caught. It's like, are you crazy? You know, if you get caught with that, you can go to prison for this, right? You know what I'm saying? They're gonna expel you from the school. What are you doing? Are you fucking crazy? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shut up. Otherwise, I will get caught. You know what I'm saying? And the teacher's like, hey, what's going on over there? Oh, nothing. He's like, oh my god. He's like, you're screwed. You're done. You know what I'm saying? The guy feels bad for me. He's like, what are you doing over there? I'm like, oh, nothing. I'm just reading a paper. Let me see what you have. I'm like, it's nothing. Let me see what you have. And I show what I have. It's like this hacking thing. He's like, are you hacking in my class? Are you doing illegal activity in this school? A federal offense? You know what I'm saying? He's like, get out of my classroom. I'm gonna report you to the principal. And they take me to the principal's office. And the principal was like, he's like, teachers have told me that you don't do your homework, poor grades, you come into class, you skip class, and now you're hacking in my school. It's like, this is serious shit. You know what I'm saying? The principal says that, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, I have no choice but to expel you. I will let your parents know, you know what I'm saying? And he takes his phone. He's like, I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to call the cops. I'm like, please, sir, don't do that. And he's, I'm sorry, this is serious shit. And he presses 911. The cops call me. The cops come, obviously, and they arrest me, and everyone's school staring, obviously. And then once they take me on the way there, you know what I'm saying? I smell something fishy going on. I'm like, hey, sir, the police station's over here. We just passed the police station. We just passed it. He's like, shut up, kid. We don't talk to hackers. I'm like, sir, where are you taking me? We just passed the police station. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, sir, I would like to know. I have rights too, you know. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, do you? I'm like, what? He's like, we're taking you to him. I'm like, who? He's like, you don't. He's like Agent Smith. I'm like, who the fuck is Agent Smith? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He's like, yeah. He's like, agents. The agents don't like hackers, right? Yeah, they don't like hackers at all. I'm like, is this even legal? You know what I'm saying? He's like, shut up. What did I say about talking to hackers? You know what I'm saying? That they put me, because that meeting with Smith is illegal pretty much, right? Closed doors, no cameras, nothing. Yeah. Look at a meeting store. Anyways, around time, I'll watch the video before you guys, and you guys will watch it afterwards. I remember I'm signing out. Peace.